All right, 8th grade. So we have started looking more at scientific notation. Let me move my bubble, sorry. So we're going to look now at operations with numbers in scientific notation. It's going to be 2 parts, mostly so that you can get good work on Excel skills. So we have the world population is about 7 billion. There are 4.6 times 10 to the 7th ants for every human on the planet. About how many ants are there in the world? We write 7 billion in scientific notation, 7 times 10 to the 9th. To find the number of ants in the world, we need to multiply the world population by the known number of ants for each person. So we have 7 times 10 to the 9th times 4.6 times 10 to the 7th, which then we again break up 7 times 4.6 and 10 to the 9th times 10 to the 7th. So we have 32.2 times 10 to the 16th. Remember, when multiplying numbers with like bases, we add the exponents. 32 is not acceptable for scientific notation, so we move that decimal point and then add another 10. So we'd have another power up there, an additional exponent. So we have 10 to the 17th. 3.22 times 10 to the 17th is how many ants are in the world. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to go so fast. Okay. So we now have a certain social media company processes about 990 billion likes per year. If the company has approximately 8.9 times 10 to the 8th users, how many likes is each user responsible for? Write your answer in scientific and standard notation. So we first need 990 billion in scientific notation, which is 9.9 times 10 to the 11th. To find the number of likes, divide the total number of likes by the total number of users. 9.9 times 10 to the 11th divided by 8.9 times 10 to the 8th. Remember, then we move, put like numbers together. 9.9 divided by 8.9 times 10 to the 11th divided by 10 to the 8th. Remember, when dividing, we subtract the exponents. So we have 1.11235 times 10 to the third. So we have about 1.1 times 10 to the third, or 1,100 likes per user. Work through these two on your own. When you're ready, hit play. The speed of light is 300 million meters per second. The sun is approximately 1.5 times 10 to the 11th meters from Earth. How many seconds does it take for sunlight to reach Earth? Well, we write the speed of light in scientific notation, 3 times 10 to the 8th. We take 1.5 times 10 to the 11th divided by 3 times 10 to the 8th. We end up with 5 times 10 to the second, or 500 seconds. Then we have the mass of the moon, 7.3 times 10 to the 22nd kilograms. It will take approximately 26 million moons to equal the mass of the sun. What is the mass of the sun? We take 26 million into scientific notation, and then multiply them together. We end up with 1.898 times 10 to the 30th for the mass of the sun. Your assignment is going to be adding and subtracting numbers written in scientific notation. So today we looked at multiplication and division. So that'll be your assignment for next time, next week. So we're looking at adding, subtracting numbers written in scientific notation. So let's just look at a couple here to refresh ourselves. So we have 3.7 times 10 to the 8th minus 1.76 times 10 to the 8th. We have like exponents. So 3.7 minus 1.76 is, hold on just a second. I cannot do that math in my head, and that is just okay. So we have 1.94, and it has to be the same exponents here. So this one has 9, this one has 8, which is the same as in our problem. So we get that one. Now we add. So 4 plus 3.4 is going to give us 7.4. Same thing, we have our exponents. Here, your exponent should not change from your initial problem. We'll do one more. So 9.832 minus 1.645. We have 8.187 times 10 to the third. Okay, so no changing of exponents. Make sure that your exponent in the problem matches the exponent in the answer you choose. Once you hit 30 minutes, stop. If you have questions, again, just let me know.